You and Governor Romney have argued that your tax cuts will be paid for by closing loopholes for the wealthy. But President Clinton took dead aim at that argument on Wednesday. Take a look.
If they stay with this $5 trillion tax cut plan, they'll have to eliminate so many deductions, like the ones for home mortgages and charitable giving, that middle-class families will see their tax bills go up, or two, they'll have to cut all the programs that help to empower middle-class families and help poor kids.
How do you make the math work without eliminating the big deductions that middle-class families rely on?
Well, first of all, those claims have been pretty discredited. There have been 5 different studies that show that this plan works. So the analysis you're citing wasn't even an analysis of the Romney plan. But here's the point I'm trying to make here, George. We think the secret to economic growth is lower tax rates for families and successful small businesses by plugging loopholes. Now, the question is not necessarily what loopholes go, but who gets them. High-income earners use most of the loopholes. That means they can shelter their income from taxation. But if you take those loopholes, those tax shelters, away from high-income earners, more of their income is subject to taxation, and that allows us to lower tax rates on everybody. Small businesses, families, economic growth. Here's where the president wants to take the country. He wants to add a job-killing small business tax increase on top of the current code, add even more loopholes and deductions to the code, more Washington picking winners and losers. That will crush jobs. You have to remember, George, that most of our small businesses, they pay their taxes as individuals. Most of our jobs come from these successful small businesses. So we've shown, look, the Princeton study, the Harvard analysis, they have shown that you can lower tax rates, broaden the tax base, and yes, there is still room left for broad-based policies that the middle class enjoy so that nobody has a tax increase. We just stopped picking winners and losers in the tax code.
But Congressman, as you know,
Reagan did this, it worked.
Many say it's difficult to accept your word if you're not going to specify which tax loopholes you're willing to close. Don't voters have a right to know which loopholes you're going to go after?
So Mitt Romney and I, based on our experience, think the best way to do this is to show the framework, show the outlines of these plans, and then to work with Congress to do this. That's how you get things done. The other thing,
Isn't
George,
that a secret plan?
We don't want to. No. What we don't want is a secret plan. What we don't want to do is cut some backroom deal like Obamacare and then hatch it to the country.
And why not specify the loopholes now? Why not say right now?
Because we want to do this. We want to have this, George, because we want to have this debate in the public. We want to have this debate with Congress. And we want to do this with the consent of the elected representatives of the people and figure out what loopholes should stay or go and who should or should not get them.